Okay, so hello. If you guys are watching the replay, like I mentioned last week, today we're going to focus on new consultant basics and kind of how to start your business in a strong way and a way that works for you. So the best part about having a Scentsy business is you can do it just about any way that you want. There are some compliance things that you do need to know about, but that's a whole other training, and we can always talk about that if you have a question. The biggest compliance thing is with any licensed products. So if you are sharing about licensed products or putting them on your stories and that kind of thing, that's where it can get a little tricky. But today I want to focus more on those new consultant goals and kind of how to reach them, but also why they're important. And I don't have specific percentages. I was trying to find those before I got on. But the first two new consultant goals that we have is Shooting Star, which is the first 500 PRV in 15 days. That will get you a certificate, and then it also unlocks a kit for $200 that's valued over $300 in full-size products, and it includes like a diffuser, a mini fan, I think some warmers, like all kinds of good stuff, a little bit from all the different collections. Consultants, it's proven that consultants who reach their shooting star are more successful long-term. So that's one of the reasons that you really want to push for the 500 PRV in your first 15 days. It sounds like a lot, but it's really only, I want to do the math real quick. I want to say like 15 days divided by 500 PRV. Yeah, it's like $33 a day. So it's like 1 6-pack of wax a day for your first 15 days, and you've reached your shooting star. The shooting star kind of bleeds into the second award that you can earn. And the second award is one that comes with cash prize, so cash awards. Scentsational Start, there's 3 different levels that you can earn. The first level is to sell $1,500, and this is in 70 days from the day you join. Either sell 1,500 PRV or sell 500 PRV with 1 new consultant on your team who is active. So sponsoring 1 new consultant who's got 200 PRV plus your 500, that would be level 1. Level 2 is about double that. It would be selling just 3,000 PRV by yourself or 1,500 PRV and 1 consultant at 200 PRV on your team. For level 3, it's again double, so 6,000 personal volume PRV or 3,000 PRV plus 2 new team members that are active, so 200 PRV on each of them. Those come anywhere from $50 to $225 in product credit that you can spend on anything you want. And so if you were to reach level 2 or level 3, or even level 1, you can use that product credit towards your Shooting Star kit that you've unlocked if you earned the Shooting Star award. Level 2 and 3 also comes with a warmer. Level 3 comes with a trophy. You get recognized at family reunion, the annual conference. So lots of different things that they will reward and acknowledge your achievements there. When I joined, I did hit my Shooting Star, though I joined on earn a kit. So I earned my kit through my party, and my party was over $500. So I already had that 500 PRV when I started. That is the easiest way to get Shooting Star because you're doing the work before you actually join. Though, if you join first and then do your launch party, it is entirely possible to encourage your customers and your friends and family to shop and support you. So there's 4 S's, and I know I'm going a little fast, but I'll have the recording to share with you guys too. The 4 S's that kind of help you reach those 2 major milestones in your first 15 and 70 days is to share that you are a Scentsy consultant, share the products that you love, share new product information that you see, new collections that come out. If you know that your mom really likes floral scents, then find all the floral scents on your website and share the different things with her. If you know that your best friend Susie has young children and pets, and you know that she's not going to buy a warmer and wax from you, there's waxless options. There's things that she can use in her car. There's a pet line. There's kids buddies. There's all kinds of things for anybody. My mom, who is anti-fragrance and anti-anything except for what she knows and loves for her whole life, she started using Counterclean as a stain remover. And so that's, you know, something that when she sees that I'm sharing the value in a product, she finally opened her mind to it after almost 2 years of me sharing Scentsy. The second S is to sell. So obviously that's how you make your commissions. That's how you grow your network. That's how you succeed. That's how you support yourself if this is something that you're trying to do long term. The third S is sponsor. It might sound scary when you're first starting out and you're like, hey, I don't want to sponsor anybody. I just started. But in reality, when you first start is the best time to start sponsoring and to start building your team, because as you're learning, so are they. And then you can share struggles, you can share ideas, you can share challenges with each other. And that's something that my first consultant on my team, Katie, she joined less than a month after me. She joined from her own party and then snagged a $20 kit in May and just took off running. And it's really fun. You know, she has not built a team at all because she's not interested in that. And that's totally fine too. But it's really fun to have her know all of the products I've known, all of the catalogs that I've known. And she's been there and we can chat and share ideas and thoughts and wins and successes and different things with each other. The last one is systems, which I've kind of talked about in previous weeks' trainings. Systems are definitely the thing that you need to start now. So day one, as soon as you become a consultant, systems sound scary, but they will provide you more time for yourself and less time to focus on your business. Believe it or not, systems can include the way that you do follow-ups. And that could be that 20 minutes on Mondays, you decide that you go follow up with all the customers from the week before. There are ways to do your business on just 20 minutes a day. I'm home all day, and so I spend more like 2 to 3 hours a day on it. But I've also been doing this for 2 years, and I've grown a team, and I have a larger customer base. And so I have more follow-ups to do. I have, follow-ups with teammates. I have trainings and things like that. So I am putting more time and effort into it, but that's something that I chose to do. And really, when you're having fun with something, it doesn't feel like work as much, right? Today, I got to sit down and package up a bunch of thank you mail for my Scentsy Club people. And everybody who has a club with me, I personally choose to send them a gift every time that their club ships. And you don't have to do that at all. If that's something that's not in your budget, to be spending money on postage, to be spending money on products to give, to be spending money on the envelopes or the supplies and materials that you need, you don't have to. 9 times out of 10, I take an envelope, put a scent circle in there, put a stamp on it, and I write on the outside of the envelope on the back, I write, thank you so much for your order. And that's it. If I don't have time or I don't want to come up with something new to send. But for my club subscribers, I always do something a little extra special. So this month I gave them a bar that I thought they would like out of my personal stash. I gave them 1 cotton cleanup because now I'm exposing them to a new product. And then I gave them some little earrings that I got for Valentine's Day. So just little fun things to show my customers that I appreciate that they have recurring orders with me through Scentsy Club. That's a system for me. It does not have to be a system for you. You should have systems for the way that you do parties. I know that I've chatted with a few of you recently about using the scheduling feature in Facebook groups, because you can sit down and schedule 7 days of a party, 5 days of a party, a month of your VIP group. You can schedule out posts for all of that in a matter of an hour. Even if you only have 30 minutes, do 30 minutes and then come back to it later and do another 30 minutes or 10 minutes. It only takes a few minutes to copy and paste. So my system for parties is that I have a Google document. I shared that on our team page, and it's my script, and it says, before the party, this is what I'm posting. Day 1, this is what I'm posting. And then I have a file with all of my images that I use. And so if I'm posting about counter clean, I'm going to go pull some pictures of counter clean, copy and paste, and post, or schedule it for whatever day and time I want it to go. So, this past weekend, because of that system, I was able to sit down for 2 hours and schedule 4 parties for 7 days. And I do like 6 posts a day, 42 times 4, roughly 175 posts I got done in 2 hours. And that was me with limited distractions. My husband is slightly distracting when he's around, but besides the point. As you start recruiting, another system that you'll have to think about and develop is onboarding. Luckily for you, I take care of most of that. If you have someone on your team, of course, you should be checking in with them. You should be seeing what questions they have, helping them with their launch party. But as far as the first 70 days, I add them to an automated text campaign on Project Broadcast. So they get a text from me almost every day for 70 days. It's about 38 messages total. It starts every day in the beginning for the first 8 or 9 days, and then it spaces out a couple days. And it checks in on them. It offers different resources, different tips, different groups that they should join, different things that they should focus on. And so as of right now, I'm doing most of your onboarding for you. And that's fine, because as your sponsor, if I'm not your sponsor, I'm your sponsor's sponsor, then that is something that I'm taking that off your plate. For me, it's something that I've developed, and I streamlined the information that I want to share with new teammates. And hi, baby. Hi, are you gonna go cut? No. Okay. Don't distract me. I have lost my train of thought. I've streamlined the information that I want to share down to what I feel is the most important things to know in those first 70 days. There are an unlimited number of things that you can learn and figure out and try and do and see with Scentsy. What, maybe? I know how Here. Go find them. Go find them. No, brother's scissors are right there. Okay. So many distractions. And I'm home all day with these kiddos, and I still manage to have a successful business. So follow-ups, I was kind of briefly talking about my happy mail that I do with an envelope, my happy mail that I do in a larger envelope for my club subscribers. Thank you mail is a whole system in itself. I do that once a month. I have like 1 day, maybe 2 days that I will dedicate some time, and I will knock it all out in that time. And if I don't finish in the time I have on this 1 day, then it goes to the next day or the next day. But I try to do that all the first week of the month for the month prior. So I was really ahead of it on my club mail this month, but normally that would have been a February 1st and 2nd type of thing for me. And then what I do is I go back into my order reports, my history, and I do the last 3 months of my customers. Anyone who ordered in 3 months, they're going to get a thank you mail from me. And that could be a scent circle. That could be a couple of samples of a collection coming up with a handwritten note. This is thank you. But again, if that's not in your budget right now, don't worry about it. Just go and send them a text message. It's free. Write them a message on Messenger or Instagram or however. If you see them in person, hi. If you see them in person, thank them in person. I have a customer that when she ordered from me and I sent her a scent circle in an envelope, a plain white envelope with a stamp, and I wrote, "Thank you for your order. I appreciate you." When I saw her a couple weeks later, she said that she has never been thanked for an order from a direct sales rep. And so right then and there, I committed to always sending a thank you to anyone who ordered from me. Now I use Project Broadcast, and I can send them a thank you text in the meantime before I get to my mail, because now I've done my mail down to just once a month. So those are 4 big areas that you need to think about systems: follow-ups, parties, onboarding, and thank you mail, if you choose to do that. It could just be thank yous, thank you text. It could be a little postcard that you write on the back, put their address on a stamp, and mail this just like a postcard. That's it. Thank you for clubbing with me. I appreciate your support of my business. My family is forever grateful to you. Visit me with my website and a QR code. That's it. But this goes a long way. And I printed this at home. Real quick, let me share my screen and show some of the documents. If you have dug into your workstation on the home page, there's a first things first checklist. That is something that you should do as quickly as possible. So let me share here. Move that down there. Okay. So the first things first checklist, on your homepage, there's little circles. And after like step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4, and step 5, there's a little green circle that you can put a check mark. And so you'll want to make sure that that check mark is checked, or it will not count towards your sensational start. So to earn sensational start, you could have the 6,000 PRV and be at level 3 of sensational start. But if you did not click those darn check boxes, then you will not get the $225 bonus. So it goes through, I'm not going to go word by word, but it shows you how to get familiar with your workstation, how to do a launch event, how to share with your friends and family that you have started a business. It walks you through how to open your starter kit. And anytime you receive an order at home, I highly recommend opening that box on live on Facebook, on your personal page, on your VIP page, in your stories, wherever. People love watching you open boxes. I don't know why, but they just do. They love seeing what other people bought. So even if I have a customer order that's shipped to me, I open it on live and I show and I say, oh, my sister ordered this. Oh, my neighbor ordered this. Oh, my coworker ordered this when I was working at the school. Open your boxes live. Go live to smell some bars. Go live to show what you're doing to work right now. Step 3, this one is very important. So make sure that you watch those videos if you have not already. Submitting your order from your workstation and also learning how you get paid. So this is really going into the commissions and the pay scale. It can get confusing, so don't worry about the far to the right side, but focus on what it says in the first few columns, the first 2-3 columns. It starts at essential consultant, which is a base 20% commission. And once you reach 1,000 PRV in total sales, you forever get a 5% pay raise. And so that will bring you up to 25% base forever. Then is where it starts getting a little tricky, is promoting to lead, star, superstar, and above. If that is something that you're interested in learning about, we can always talk about the compensation plan later and in more depth. There's also tons of videos on YouTube that show breakdown of what all those numbers mean. But then step 4 and step 5, this is something you'll focus on, I would say, after day 15, like around day 15 to 20, you should be looking at step 4 and step 5 to get you through your sensational start 70 days. Step 5 being follow up with your customers. So anybody who has ordered from you, send them an email, send them a text message, say, how are you liking your order? What is your favorite smell? That's a great way to reach out and put your face back into their mind without, hold on, honey, without being nasty and salesy, right? Just saying, which one was your favorite? You're not saying, hey, are you ready to order more from me? You're just saying, I care about you and I appreciate that you ordered. I'm genuinely interested in what your favorite item was. So then Sensational Start is the other award that we were talking about. There's all of this information is on your workstation. I pulled these directly out of the training tab. But this chart here is what I wanted to show. This is what I went over with you already. Sensational Start. So Shooting Star is the 500 PRV in 15 days, and you are eligible to purchase that kit at a discount. You also do get a charm or a pin, depending on which type of awards you've selected. I have the charms And I just got like a little shadow box to put them in. Scentsational Start level 1, 2, and 3, it tells you what you need to do. This box up here shows what you need to do to earn it. And down here says what you will earn. So the higher your level, the more you will earn. The last thing is in your kit, you received a consultant guide. I highly recommend reading this. Take it with you to work and read it on your lunch break. Take it to bed and read it before you fall asleep. Tons of information here that will answer a lot of questions that you might have. It even goes so far into explaining things like transition, which this needs to be updated because transition has moved to be February and August. During those months, we put 10 to 20% off everything that is discontinuing. So next month, February, your entire website, almost your entire website will be on sale. It tells you kind of a heads up of when certain collections will launch so that you can start preparing for that. If you know that you have a lot of fans for Halloween and fall, then September is going to be very big for you. If you know you have a lot of Christmas lovers, then you know October is going to be very big for you. The fall is always a lot busier than the spring. Bring Back is the Bring Back My Bar, which we are having right now in January, and we will have again in June. It happens twice a year. We just had the voting for the scents that will come back in June. So it really just goes through all of the different phrases that you're going to see on different Facebook groups. You're going to see all of these phrases in your news tab, limited time offers, Scentsy Club, the rewards and referrals program. This is something that is never too soon to start talking about with your customers. They get 10% off if they spend $30. They get a half off item and the 10% off if they spend $60. It has discounted shipping, and your customers can earn points that they can use as money off on their orders, either in a club order, they can automatically apply it, or they can go and put that on an online order. I had a consistent clubby today place an online order for some car bar clips, and she used like $3 coupon on top of that. Excuse me. Whiff-Box, which if you have not looked into your news tab recently, Whiff-Box price will change, but a Whiff-Box is a mystery box and it always has more value inside than what they pay. So it was $30 and next month it will be $30. Starting in March, it will be $35, and that means the value will be over $40. It goes again, more details into Shooting Star and Scentsational Start, a little more reader-friendly version. It talks about how to increase your commission. It talks about the different types of awards you can earn. Excuse me. All kinds of things. Some of these you don't need to worry about, like the director consistency bonus, until you are at the point of being a director. Also, this girl right here, wonderful to listen to. She has some amazing trainings on YouTube. Her name is Brianna Engel. I listen to almost everything she does. So here is some more information about pay. And if you have not received your compensation card in the mail, it should be there soon. You can set it up to direct deposit your money to your personal bank account, which is what I do. So if payday is on the 9th, then the money would be in your personal account probably on the 10th. So whatever it is, it's usually the next business day. But if you want your money available as soon as you're paid, then you get a debit card with your name on it and you can swipe that at the store. There are a few kind of warnings that I would talk about, like don't use it at a gas pump, but that's one way if you need your money right away versus another day or two in your personal account. They do have the compensation plan in your consultant handbook, but you can also, I don't have my catalog next to me, it's at the end of your catalog also. So that's something that's always at your fingertips. And that is something that when you're handing a catalog to a customer, they also get to see the compensation plan, and that gets their wheels turning to see that they can be earning money back on what they are ordering. If you have really good customers who spend, $100 or $200 a month with you, And I know some of you may be thinking, how? Oh my gosh, I don't have anybody who does that. Just wait, there will be people. My mother-in-law, a lady that I knew from high school, I went to high school with her daughter. She spends like $300 a month with me. And no matter how many times I have told her that she needs to be earning money back, she says no. And it's not for everybody. And that's fine. But some people will see that and say, yeah, I want to get $30 back on that order I just placed. And that's enough motivation for them to become a consultant. And their sales will help you with promotions, but there are some caveats to that as well. So again, we can go dig deeper into the compensation plan another time. As far as kind of long-term planning, step 4 of your first things first checklist, excuse me, long-term goals. And again, some of this might seem lofty. It might seem unattainable, but believe me when I say, if you want this to be successful, this is the baseline you should shoot for. This is what your goal should be every month. Okay. 6 to 8 parties, 6 to 8. That's 1 or 2 a week. The reason that 6 to 8 is kind of a magic number with parties is because some of those people, their party might be terrible and have no sales or like 1 sale. Some of those people may decide to flip their party and join. 6 to 8 parties will give you enough personal PRV, even if some parties are terrible and some parties flip to be a new consultant. Every party order has something called a perpetual party reward. That is a half off item. I personally often give it to my host. And so if they've earned $20 in credit and 1 half off item, then I say, excuse me, I don't have water. Then I say you have $20 and 2 half off items. I just give them that extra. Though the whole purpose of that perpetual party reward is to be an extra half off item to offer someone. Say if you host a party, then you will get a half off item so say that Angela is my host right now and Susie hosts a party next. Then at Susie's party, Angela will get that perpetual party reward for attending. And that's a half off item that she gets to use on whatever she wants, almost anything she wants. So then that helps you book more parties. You could also say, book a party with me and you get a bonus half off item when your party reaches $200. However you want to word it, however you want to offer that extra half off item. But it tricks people into thinking, oh, if I book a party, I'm going to get this extra bonus thing from her, when really it's available to all consultants. One way to get 6 to 8 parties booked, you want to get 2 bookings per party that you do. And so you can ask your host, say, hi, Angela, I've had so much fun with your party. I would love if you could nominate 2 or 3 of your friends who you think would be a wonderful host for another party. And then she'll say, oh, Susie would be really good and Jenny would be really good. You should definitely ask them. Then I'm going to go to Susie and I'm going to go to Jenny and I'm going to say, hey, Susie, Angela nominated you to be my next host. I have this day and this day available, or this week and this week. Which one works better for you? She can say, no, thanks, I'm not interested. Or she might say, oh, actually, yeah, that other week works. I can't wait. And then there you have 1 booked party from that party. And then I go to the next person and ask them the same thing. So 6 to 8 parties. As far as the other numbers that you should be shooting for to have big business growth. And again, it might sound lofty, it might sound unattainable, but these are the numbers that show success. 2,000 PRV a month. I know, sounds crazy, but that gets you a 5% bonus. That's a minimum $600 paycheck. Imagine what $600 could do for you. So my goal is never less than 2,000 because I'm not going to leave that money on the table. So 2,000 PRV, 2 new club subscribers every month, because that will build. And after a year, you will have 24 club subscribers. That is guaranteed PRV every single month. 2 new recruits. I know, sounds lofty, but you can flip some of those parties. You can have people randomly join your team and reach out and say, hey, I want to do this with you. And then also to get 2 bookings per party. So that's 2 by 2 by 2 by 2, 2,000 PRV, 2 new recruits, 2 new clubs, 2 bookings per party. And you're having 6 to 8 parties per month. That is the way to fill your calendar. That is the way to boost your paycheck. That is the way to grow big and grow fast. My time on my meeting is going to end pretty soon, so I'm going to turn off the recording and answer any questions you guys have.